Hello, everyone, and welcome to Metro TV. I'm your host, Andy Hoig, CEO, publisher of Metro Magazine. We have a great show today. I'm talking to Brooke Hudson all about Omaha Fashion Week, Promise for Paws, a sanctuary for senior dogs, and also we'll be talking to CASA for Douglas County. They have a wonderful festival coming up at the end of August, so don't go away. We will be right back. Well, welcome back. I'm here with Terry Gatch-Mills, the Promise for Paws volunteer, but also Tiffany Barrett. She's the founder of Promise for Paws Senior Dog Sanctuary. So I just want to thank you both for being here with me. And before we move on, let's introduce these two. This is
Big Poppy. He's 13 years old.
Okay.
He's a little Chihuahua and runs the house.
And then we've got...
Yes, this is Tough. Tuff's the big guy. He's our newest resident. He just came, he just came this week.
Okay.
So he's learning the ropes and fitting in really well.
Yeah. Well, tell me, what is Promise for Paws?
So Promise for Paws, I like to tell people, is kind of like a nursing home for dogs. We take the older dogs in. Right now, our oldest dog, I believe, is 18, and our youngest dog is 9, and he came with an older brother. So that's really the only reason there's, as young as 9. But we let them live their life. So we're a facility, but we're not like a shelter that kennels dogs. We try our best to be the most home-like environment we can be. So when you walk in, you're walking into couches. You're walking into big dog beds and TVs and everything you would expect in a normal house.
Yeah. Because this really is a sanctuary for senior dogs, and also you are adopting them out to people that are looking for senior dogs?
We really don't do much of that.
Okay.
If we have a dog that doesn't quite mesh with the sanctuary, and maybe he just doesn't do other dogs, or is too ill where it needs a little extra care, then we'll try our best to put him in a forever foster home. But by the time they get to us, they've usually been through a lot. A lot of our dogs come with us because maybe their owners have passed away, or they've been through several moves or something, and so they're usually pretty stressed out, and we try to make us their last stop just to minimize some of that.
Okay, so I mean, that truly is what a sanctuary is. I mean, whether it's wildlife or whether it's a cat sanctuary, dog sanctuary, you're just providing them this loving place that they can, spend the rest of their lives.
Exactly.
So, awesome. I love that. When did you found this? I mean, what's the inspiration behind this?
Well, we started in 2009. That feels so weird to say. It's been
like
10 years, right?
Literally 10 years.
Right? So we started walking dogs at the city shelter in Council Bluffs, and it was me and a couple other women, and we kind of just met because we were all volunteers, and we would go in and be like, oh man, where's so-and-so? And, kind of as we were going in and seeing these older dogs, then we started taking them to our own homes. At one point, we all kind of had our own sanctuaries at like our private residence. And in 2015, we decided if we, didn't want to be divorced and living by ourselves with 15 dogs at home, we needed to get a separate space and really, really start doing this. And so in 2015, we purchased our first home that we turned into a sanctuary. And so then Christmas Eve of 2018 is when we moved to Council Bluffs and got a little bit bigger, and here we are today. We have 32 dogs in the house right now, which sounds crazy, but I promise you when you walk in, you would think there was 5. They're all sleeping and playing, and they all have their own beds and enough space, and it's comfortable.
So, well, let's talk a little bit, because one of the ways people can support your organization, you've got this event coming up, which is super exciting and really fun. So let's talk about the event.
It's August 18th, Sunday. It's at Fairway in Council Bluffs, and it runs from noon to 3. Registration for cars and motorcycles starts at 10:30 in the morning.
And what's it called?
It's the Bad to the Bone Promise for Paws Senior Sanctuary Car and Motorcycle Show. And this is our second year that we're doing this for Promise for Paws.
Yeah.
And we are a nonprofit, so we really rely on public funds. And
sure.
so this is a huge, one of the two big fundraisers that we have a year. So,
Okay.
We're going to have a lot of stuff. It's going to be twice as big as it was last year.
Okay.
Last year we had about 100 vehicles.
Yeah.
And we encourage anybody to bring them out because we have a lot of, aside from your regular trophies and the Ford Motor or Ford
Sure.
Mopar and Chevy classes, we also have some fun ones like Diamond in the Rough. So we encourage people, if you're working on your car, bring it out.
Okay.
Rat rods, every vehicle is welcome.
Okay. Wonderful. So some of the cost to register. So if you want to bring your car up, that's to register?
Yes.
Correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Each vehicle is $15 to register. And all the proceeds do go to the care of the dogs at the senior sanctuary.
Yeah. So let me ask you, I mean, how much, what do you need each year to provide this
Yeah.
haven and this place for these elderly dogs?
Well, financially, we go through quite a bit in vet bills.
Yeah.
So last year we spent about $38,000 in vet bills, and that was when we maintained a house of between like 22 and 25 dogs.
Okay.
So this will be our first year maintaining roughly 30 to 33 dogs,
Yeah.
and so I imagine ours will be a little bit more this year. So we're budgeting for about 45,000
Okay.
in just vet bills. We spend about $2,500 a month in medications. Again, they're older. A majority of them are on something, whether it be for arthritis. We have a few that are in heart failure. We kind of have the gamut of different medical things going on. So several of them are on medications. But other things like food and grooming and just maintaining water bills and electricity bills and that kind of stuff is a few thousand a month too. So we really rely on events like this and donations. And the fun thing about events like this is the public can come in and there's no cost. So it only costs $15 to register a car, but you can come in, have lunch. We have some food trucks. We have a beer garden. You can make a little Sunday fun day. We have laser tag this year.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, so lots of different fun stuff for the family too. And all of that helps us get these guys the care that they need.
Right.
Yeah.
And so families can come. I mean, anybody can come. It's family friendly. You have vendors that they are there other rescue groups involved in this, or what are the vendors? Are they?
Yeah, you want to take that one?
Yeah, the vendors are, we've got Lip Sense, we've got Sensi, we've got Aflac will have a booth, State Farm Insurance is going to have a booth. We've got Edwards Motorsports. We've got a little bit of everything.
Okay.
So, and we've got more vendors calling daily wanting to come and set up. So.
Okay, so there's opportunities to still do
yes,
that
until August 5th. Yep,
okay.
you betcha. Be sure to contact us.
At this point. Now, are you going to have any of these beautiful little senior pups out there for people
Always.
to
We are. We won't have all of them. We do have a few dogs that probably it's not the best interest for them. But probably Tough will be here. I don't know if Poppy would love a day out, but we'll see. But yes, we will have several of our dogs, and they're going to be paired with a volunteer kind of walking around throughout the day.
Okay. Yeah. But I want to thank you both so much for coming on the show. What an important cause, and thank you for founding this. I mean, these guys just, being able to spend the later years of their life in a place where they're just at peace and have a lot of love. So lastly, I'm going to ask you this question. Can people volunteer to come hang out with the dogs and kind of be that loving support system for them?
Absolutely, and we're kind of trying to figure out the best way to make that work right now.
So you're kind
of most of our volunteers come in and either meet with myself or one of the other founders or something, kind of get a lesson on what to do. There's a lot of cleaning.
Sure.
It can get a little loud and stuff, so it's more than just kind of loving on the dogs. But if you just want to come in and meet some of them, if someone sends us a Facebook message, an email, we can always coordinate a time where maybe I'm there and they can stop in.
Okay. All right, lastly, a website where people can go.
It's promiseforpaws.com.
Okay.
We're also on Facebook. We highlight a lot of our animals on there daily so that you guys can see kind of what goes on inside our sanctuary.
Okay. All right. Thank you again for coming on the show with me.
Thank you for having us.
Come to the event on August 18th. So we will be right back. Well, welcome back. I'm here with Tina Nosita. She's the program coordinator for CASA for Douglas County. Tina, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having us. We're really excited to be here.
So you have like a really fun, so it's the CASA Superhero Festival coming up. Now I've done the CASA Superhero 5K, but you're like switching things up and taking it to a different level.
We are. We're super excited about this event. Super excited. We've taken it from Midtown Crossing, we've moved it to Stinson Park in Exarban Village, and we've made it an all-day festival. So we're going to kick off the day with a 5K race that'll go along the Keystone Trail. We'll have a mini 1 mile walk around the park itself for children. We're going to have the Pancake Man there. We're going to have carnival games, inflatables. We're super excited. We're going to have a VIP tent to honor our volunteers. If it wasn't for our volunteers, we wouldn't be here. So we're going to honor those people that day as well. The event is free to the community. We're going to have 3 different bands. So we're going to go from 8 o'clock in the morning till 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Wow.
It's going to be a long day.
That's awesome.
It is. We're going to have 3 different bands. We're going to have Blues Ed start in the morning, and then we're going to have High Heel, the Omaha band, and then Jacked is going to close the day for us with their music. So we're super excited, and again, it's a free event for the community, so we're hoping to bring a lot of people out.
So what was kind of the inspiration behind making, because again, it was just like, it was a 5K race, and then they had the fun walk around Midtown Crossing, and now it's an all-day event, which, first of all, I think is awesome. But the inspiration to bring more awareness?
Absolutely. The goal is to bring more awareness about what CASA does. CASA stands for Court Appointed Special Advocate. We work with the court systems. Judges, when a family comes into the child welfare system, judges will refer the case to CASA, and then we match that case or that family with a volunteer, and then that volunteer follows them, follows the children and advocates for them. The volunteer is the voice for the child within the court system. They make recommendations to the court. The really cool thing about our volunteers are we are the only people that are not paid. Our volunteers are there because they have a huge heart for children and for our community, and so they're there to advocate for those children.
You know what, and one of the things I remember, Kim was on the show about a year ago, and we were talking about CASA. I mean, it was upcoming. And you spent how many years last? Was it 20 years?
Yes, we just celebrated in September.
Yeah. Okay, so your big 20th year anniversary. And I remember talking to her last year. CASA volunteers are really special people because you have to go through a lot to be.
Absolutely. They go through a 5-week training, a 35-hour training to learn the system, to kind of learn what advocating for a youth looks like, and so it really does take a special person to do that. We're fortunate that our community is full of those special people. But again, our event, the Superhero Festival, is to raise awareness. We currently have approximately 150 children on our waiting list that need a volunteer. So we're really hopeful that this event and this interview will bring more awareness and let the community know that we need them. We need some more support. We need some more volunteers.
If somebody wants to volunteer, I mean, just from watching this today, what can they do or where should they go to learn more about what that means?
Absolutely. They can look at our website, casaomaha.org. It shows you, there's links there on how to apply to be a volunteer. They can call the office. Anybody there can help direct them to the right person.
Because like what you said, so you've got, how many volunteers do you typically, or do you have like in your pool of?
Right now we have about 250 volunteers. Some are active, some are on hold, but our goal is to serve every child in foster care that needs a volunteer. So again, we've got approximately 150 children waiting now.
But let's talk about what does a volunteer mean? What does that, like if you sign up and you go through the steps to be a volunteer, so what can I expect once I get to that place where I'm like approved or whatnot?
Right. So we have advocate supervisors that help coach the volunteer along the way. So a volunteer always has someone along with them to help teach them the role. So what they do is they meet with the child a minimum of 1 time a month. They go to family team meetings. They work with the professionals on the team, the different attorneys. They just really advocate for the child. They work with the school systems to make sure that the needs are being met and truly are the voice for that child and learn what the child wants and help advocate for their needs.
And it really, I mean, truly, this changes children's lives.
It absolutely does. It does. There's studies out there that show a child that has a CASA volunteer typically stays in the system a lot less time. So it's really an important role.
I know. I actually know a couple of people that are CASA volunteers, advocates. So it's a beautiful thing. So again, let's just wrap back around to the event itself. So the festival is on the 25th.
It's on the 24th of August.
24th, sorry.
Yes.
It's Saturday the 24th
Absolutely.
of August. People, it starts at 8 o'clock. They can do the 5K, but if you don't want to do the 5K, you can come do the mile walk, and you can just come out and just for the whole day.
Absolutely.
Until 3.
We'll love to have people there. We've got some great vendors that are going to be there that from Exarban Village that are going to kick back part of their proceeds to us. We've got some great community partners, sponsorships. We've got Gavilon, Union Pacific, First National Bank, Jimmy John's, Mutual of Omaha. So we've got Clark Creative. We've got a great host of supporters as far as sponsorships as well.
Wonderful. And so people can find out all that information and how to register. Again, the festival is free, so you can just come out. But if you want to register for the 5K,
absolutely,
you need to go to the website.
You can go to the website or go to It's Your Race, but it's all on our website, CASA Omaha.
Okay. All right. Tina, thank you so much. I'm super excited. I will be there for sure. So, and celebrating and coming out and just really appreciate everything that CASA for Douglas County does.
Thank you so much. I mean, it takes a village, and we really do appreciate the community support, and I appreciate you having me here today.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
And we will be right back. Well, welcome back. I'm here with Brooke Hudson, Omaha Fashion Week founder, and also really good friend. Brooke, thank you for joining me today.
I'm happy to be here.
All right, so exciting things happening this year at Omaha Fashion Week, which is coming up at the end of August.
Yeah.
So what are those things? Tell me about it.
Oh, there's quite a few. So we're retooling our bridal events. We've done that for the past 2 seasons. And we've gone into a partnership with the Omaha World Herald, and we've rebranded it. It's the Isle Wedding Showcase.
Okay.
And so we have 42 vendors, so it's double the number of bridal vendors in the space. And then we've expanded the number of collections we're doing, so we'll have 9 collections. Many of them are local designers, so we're really excited to see more local designers get into bridal wear.
Yeah.
So that's the kickoff of the week. That'll be August 18th.
Okay.
And it's going to be an afternoon show, so it'll be from 2 to 6 on the 18th.
Is the 18th, what day of the week is that?
That's a Sunday.
Okay, that's a Sunday.
So it's a great day for those kinds of events. So we've changed that up. And then Monday, instead of having a fashion show, we're going to have a special community building event.
Okay.
And it's called Beauty is a Community. And we're going to have Summer Kruger, who is the director of our Beauty Alliance.
I know Summer. Yes.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
So she's going to be giving a talk on beauty as a community. I mean, this is a philosophy. She lives her life by it. She runs her salons by this philosophy. So she's going to be sharing it with the entire fashion community. And I think it's something that can apply not only to hairstylists and makeup artists, but also to fashion designers and models and other people that are involved in the industry. So we're really excited to have Summer kind of share her story and her philosophy on beauty.
Okay, so that's Monday, and then take us through the rest of the week.
So the rest of the week we have Tuesday and Wednesday are the emerging designer showcases. Okay. So these are our baby designers that
this is awesome.
I know, it's so cool. So they're students, they could be in high school, college, they maybe haven't done a show before.
Yeah.
So that'll be Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday is our featured designer collections. Okay. So these are more established designers who have shown several times. They're looking to sell their work. They're a bit more commercial. And then on Saturday night, August 24th, is our traditional Omaha Fashion Week finale, which is the best of the designers from the week. So we take the top 5 emerging designers and the top 5 featured designers, and they compete in their categories for a $10,000 prize package.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of the things, I love about Omaha Fashion Week, because is this the 12th year?
I believe so.
Okay,
yes.
Yeah. Because I remember the 10th year was like 2 years ago, but I just following and being a part of it and also being in the audience, for all those years truly is just it's such a special, this is such a special event, especially when you're giving local designers the opportunity to show what they can do and their creativity and how they contribute to, you know, the design community. It's pretty amazing. And Omaha, I mean, we're like been one of the fifth or
it's actually technically it's the fourth largest fashion event now in the nation,
which is crazy.
It's amazing and totally unexpected for some place like Omaha. But I love this community because I feel like it's small enough that you can come into it and make an impact, but it's big enough that there is adequate support for good ideas.
Yes.
And so Omaha Fashion Week, it's a great way for young people or people that haven't done this before to try it out and do it on a really professional level.
Right.
Because we have kids that build their portfolios through our program, and they go off to these big fashion schools on the coast, talk to their peers, and realize that, wow, none of my friends in this fashion program have done a fashion show the way I have. So I mean, we have teenagers that are leading teams of hairstylists, makeup artists, and models, like teams of 12 to 15 people. I mean, can you imagine being a 16-year-old trying to lead a group of adults through something like this, in addition to spending the hours sewing and coming up with what the hair and makeup looks going to be? It's a really difficult thing that they manage to pull off each season. So I'm super impressed with what our kids can do.
And also what I've noticed season after season as I've gone to, you know, the finale, so to speak, we'll speak about that, is the level of competition, the level of also what they're producing.
Yes.
It just keeps getting higher and higher.
Yeah.
And I'm just amazed at some of the beautiful design work that these designers put out there.
It really is, and I think that is a testament to the mentoring that we do. So we have a group of selection panelists. They're industry experts. We've got a panel specifically for the emerging designers who their job is to look for talent, you know, and see potential. We always tell them, look for potential, look for potential. And then the featured designer panel is looking for something a little bit more established. But those panelists meet with the designers for 6 months leading up to shows.
Wow.
And also Buff Reynolds, who is our VP of Community Outreach, works with those designers and gets them mentors and the resources they need to complete their collections. And I just think that whole process has been so refined that it has just continuously raised the bar for the work that's being done, and also the designer's ability to sell it and make an income from what they're doing, which is ultimately what we'd like to see happen.
Yes, absolutely. So before we get to, I want to talk about tickets and how people do all that kind of stuff. What are some of the themes?
Yeah.
Do you have themes?
We do have themes. It's really interesting. We get a lot of questions from people about how do you choose these wacky themes for Fashion Week? And we don't go into any season with any preconceived idea of what the themes are going to be.
Okay.
We wait until the interviews are completed, the initial interviews we do with the designers to decide who's in and who's out for the shows. And we pull our themes from what the designers are presenting. So this year's themes are the Latin terms for earth, wind, and fire.
Love it.
Yes.
Totally love it.
I know, it's pretty cool. And that does seem to be just the theme of the season, that designers are finding a lot of inspiration from natural elements.
Oh my gosh,
And
I
so
love that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And we're seeing a lot of designers, especially the younger ones, focused on sustainability as well, and kind of spreading the message about issues with fast fashion and what that's doing to our landfills. So I think that's all really cool, and it's an interesting theme.
Oh my gosh, I love it. All right, so if people want to go to, can they buy a ticket to go to all the shows? Can they buy individual shows? Talk about that.
At this point, we do have season tickets, but the sales on those finished up in May. So, but you can buy for each individual night. Yep, and so those are the Sunday night bridal, Tuesday through Friday, and then Saturday. And you just go to omahafashionweek.com to buy those tickets.
All right, Brooke, thank you so much. I'm actually super excited. Wow, lots going on.
And we so appreciate your support and what the magazine does, and your show is amazing. So I appreciate you supporting us and helping get the word out about what we and our designers are doing.
Well, thank you. It's good to see you.
Great to see you
and
too.
I will see you, I think, from this
along
date.
the runway, right?
Yeah, I'll see you on the runway. I like that.
Brilliant.
I'll see you on the runway.
Okay,
so,
thanks.
Thank you, and we will be right back. Thanks so much for joining me today. Again, nominations for the big event are now open. So nominate your favorite charity event, and you can go to spiritofomaha.com and learn more about that. And I will see you back here next week.